Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. DOS here. Welcome back to RWBY Reactions. Before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that towards the end of September, specifically September 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, I will not be home. I'm going on a company trip, so I'm not going to be in the area at all that entire weekend. So for that week, for both normal YouTube viewers and for channel members, I will be posting the videos early. I'll most likely be posting them on Wednesday, from what I can tell. Just because I don't want to risk not being able to post them, because I don't know if I'm gonna have a stable internet connection where I am on Friday. I don't know if I'll be able to have any of that stuff ready, so I'm gonna be recording that early as well. So for the channel member video that's gonna be coming out that week, I'm actually gonna be recording that the previous weeks, the week of Monday the 13th and Friday the 17th. I'm gonna be recording that week, the next week's episode during that week, if you can get what I'm saying. Mainly just because that next week, the 20th through the 26th, is going to be very busy. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening for my company that I work for. I'm not going to be home for the majority of that week. I'm going to be out at the office that Tuesday, and then Thursday I'm going to be gone. So just letting you guys know that I'm going to be prepping all that stuff beforehand, and then most likely the videos for both normal YouTube and channel members will be coming out 2 days earlier than they normally do. So just want to let you guys know that. All right. So last time on good old RWBY, we had a nice confrontation between Yang and her mother. I don't know how I feel about Raven. She's a bit of a dick, understandably so. I don't think she's mother material, but I mean, there's not much you can do. But I really liked how Yang stood up to her. I liked how she just fucking talked shit like to her, and I thought it was really fucking cool. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed last episode a lot. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed like everyone's performance last episode. I just thought it was just a really, really fun episode. I mean, it's Yang, so not a whole lot happened, but it had a lot of Yang, and I enjoy it. But that ending scene, I was not expecting that. It really got me. It was like really, really touching and heartfelt. I'm excited for when Blake comes back into the group, because it's going to be interesting to see everyone's reactions. But oh man, I'm so excited for Team RWBY to come back together. Oh, I just realized Oscar could join Jean, Nora, and Rin. What would that? I probably didn't just realize that. I think I said that last time, didn't I? But I still don't know what their name would be. OJ and R. Ojner? Johnner. I don't know. It's weird. At least like with before, it was Team Juniper and then Team Ranger. So But I'm super excited. We're gonna be going into Volume 5, Chapter 7. Yang and Weiss are now with the main group. I'm excited to see them catch up, to talk, and because it's been doing this for every episode alternating, I'm assuming this is also going to be a Blake centered episode. But we shall see. But before we go into the reaction, I want to thank my channel members, and I also want to thank one of them specifically. But first, I want to thank Meredith Flicklehorn, Benjamin Burdett, Darren Johnson, and Hayden Smith. I greatly appreciate you guys. These are people that spend money to watch these stupid videos early, and actually give me the little bit of revenue that I get, because since right now all of my content is just RWBY, I don't make money off of these videos. So, hey, although I never did YouTube for the money, but it is nice, and it's like fun. It's fun to like not fun, but it's like it's gratifying to know that people are willing to pay any kind of money to see your content. But I want to specifically thank Meredith. I had a lot of issues with one of my past videos. I think it was chapter 5. I had a lot of audio issues, and I was just struggling like crazy. And I was just so pissed off and frustrated because of everything that was happening. And he said that, no worries, glad you're okay. When someone goes silent online these days, it's a relief to find out that's because technical issues and not something worse. Yeah, like I've said in previous videos, I upgraded my PC. I'm still been having issues with it. Sound's still a bit iffy. And then RGB isn't working on my fans. I don't know what the fuck. Something probably unplugged, and I'm just too stupid to figure out what. But the video for channel members was very late. It was like a good 4 or 5 days late. It didn't come out until I think the next Wednesday. And it's just crazy. Also, I do want to say it looks like for RWBY from now on, I'm gonna be blocked every single goddamn video. Luckily, luckily a customer service representative from Rooster Teeth is fully expecting me to message them every week for this. I greatly appreciate it. I believe his name was Oscar. Thank you. I actually no, I don't know. I'm actually going to check right now, because I thanked him in a previous video and I want to thank him again, because I do the same thing he does for a living. So I understand. I get it. So I want to actually give him some thanks. Marcos, not Oscar. It's Marcos. He's been unblocking my videos so that you guys can watch it. I greatly appreciate that. I fully expect the videos to get copyright claimed, but it just sucks that they keep getting blocked. Because I just want you guys to see it, you know? I don't want there to be any issues with people being able to watch my content. So, thank you a lot, Marcos. I'm probably going to be messaging you right after this video gets put onto YouTube and is waiting to be uploaded, because it's probably going to get blocked again. So, it sucks that this is just one other thing that I need to add to the whole schedule. If this is the case, I might have to record my videos earlier. I usually record these on Thursdays just to have time throughout the week to focus on work, actual work, and just normal gaming and stuff. And then I have Thursday be my recording, editing, and posting day. But if I'm going to have to keep emailing Marcos for this, I may have to record on Wednesdays and then have it said I messaged him on Thursday. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. Again, thank you everyone for the support and the patience. I'm still a very scuffed YouTuber. I still don't really know what I'm doing. My content is still shit. But hey, I'm happy that I'm doing this, and I'm glad that you guys are here with me on this journey. So, enough of me just rambling about bullshit. Let's get on to this RWBY goodness. You know, the more I listen to the intro, the more I really love it. I think this is probably my favorite intro song. Oh, that looks so good! Look at that ramen! Oh, I could go for some actual ramen right now.
At a time like that.
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing ever since.
This makes me so happy.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant grim head on.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it without RWBY wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
Dude, I
Sorry.
want some.
I may have lost my temper momentarily.
No, and out of control
Yeah,
isn't
it's a good thing.
awesome.
Oh.
Thank
you.
God, that ramen looks so
You
good.
did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party. Please tell me you
I
let
love
that
that they're all
lady have
catching
it.
up.
Of course not. Even if I did really want to.
No way. I don't believe it.
Oh, well, there it is. She's gotten really a lot better at her persona summons.
It's no replacement for the real thing. But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Of course,
And
RWBY would
it's
love
just
it.
as strong?
Probably
Sure
stronger.
is.
Arm wrestle.
Wanna bet?
Oh
Nora,
no.
Please, now's not the time.
Don't let her
Come
beat
on,
you.
you can do this.
Can do it.
Show them what Team
Come
Juniper's
on.
made of.
Come on, sis! Oh, you can't lose to a girl in a skirt!
You were a skirt, RWBY.
Why is you not cheering loud enough?
Come on, Weiss.
Definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Yep. But it does have some new features.
Rocket boosters, right? Come on.
Oh,
Rocket boosters,
yeah?
rocket boosters, rocket boosters, rocket boosters. Oh.
Did she win?
I love Yang's smirk right there.
Yeah. We ate it all. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Easy
How come
there,
Oscar didn't
vomit
get any?
boy. I believe in you.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now. Wonderful.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
Oh,
I so did not miss you people.
that's a lie.
Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What
Oh.
went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
Hey, you make it sound like I used to be terrible.
You fucking were.
Just a lot to deal with at once.
Both.
Hmm.
God, their
It's
eyes
been a
look
long
so
time.
great.
We've all grown in our
Rooster
own
really did
ways.
a really good job on these models.
You really think so?
Well, think back to when we were all at.
Yeah.
Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
Oh gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
That's very true.
You? I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
That's also true.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and
It's
tell
been
yourself
fueling
not
you.
to be so stupid, that
Made
just
you
proves
grow.
you're not the same person you used to be. You're smarter, or kinder, or stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how everyone here is going to be at the end of their journey.
When he feels like talking.
That's very true.
Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
And you all were pretty
Even
great.
at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so
Crow.
much noise eating dinner?
Oof. It's going to be interesting for Oscar to be acquainted with Weiss and Yang. What's happening? What's going on?
So, the maidens.
Oh,
Magic.
okay.
Salem. It's all true?
Yes.
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
Oh.
What is she talking about?
Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits.
Oh?
Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move
Become
freely
birds.
and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds.
Raven and Crow.
Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what? Uncle?
You turn them into birds.
All right, now you're just messing with us.
What
No.
else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
Yeah.
May I?
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have consented if they didn't want it.
Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so have you done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As
That is a
helpful
good
as
question.
that might be, unfortunately it is not that simple.
Oh,
My power
really?
is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven
Oh,
was,
so he can't
all things
reincarnate
considered,
forever.
rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my gift for good.
The maidens.
They were the first maidens.
He is the person from the story. Holy
Miss
shit.
Zhao Long, it was never my intention to lie to you. To any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest.
Yep.
Now, all of you have a choice. If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining. Only in retreat.
I don't think anyone here is going to leave, even if Yang's angry.
Very well then.
Yang?
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do. But if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies.
It's fair.
No more half-truths.
Mm-hmm. You need to be honest. You need to be upfront. You need to have trust.
Understood.
So, what now?
Now,
I mean,
you find
what
the
can we
maiden.
do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together.
Yeah.
Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
Oh. Raven? Crow?
Yeah, you just getting it now?
They're birds! Cracked it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Ugly.
Oh, Mercury. Well, their walk cycle's a little bit weird, but Mercury looks a little
Is
weird.
Raven Bronwyn home?
Fucking this
You
Gavin
know,
character.
I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Yep.
Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, up close he looks a bit better. And she looks good. Are you fucking... It ends there? Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. Getting juicy. Oh, it's getting so juicy, juicy, juicy. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks so good. Oh man, I'm gonna be going out this weekend, so I'm gonna see if my buddies might want some ramen, cause that looks so good. I'm not a fan of having egg in my ramen, but everything else looked really good. All right, as always, on to the discussion. All right, not a very happening episode. I feel like more happened last episode, but I really like the camaraderie with everyone and how everyone's catching up and all that. I really enjoy that. We have absolute confirmation that person in the story from the Tales of Grimm was Ozpin. That's great because it wasn't confirmed, but now we've got absolute confirmation. Interesting. So he has lived so fucking long then. First off, I want to say the whole speech that Ren did, I really enjoyed. I thought that was such a really good speech. And I also want to say I'm excited to see where everyone turns out as the story progresses. I would love to see... I think whenever RWBY airs its final episode, what I want to do is I will probably... That'll probably be an event. I might even... It depending on how it gets released, if I can, I might even live stream my reaction to it. But what I would want to do for my final reaction, the final episode of RWBY, is to watch the first episode of RWBY ever and compare it to that final episode. And I want to see how much these characters have grown and changed, because they've already grown and changed so much from the first volume to now. They've all matured so much. They've all accepted their weaknesses. They've learned to adapt, and they've become better people in general. I've even said there, Weiss was very difficult to handle and basically a bitch at the start, and now she's much more manageable. She's much more enjoyable. Still not my favorite, but she's a lot better than what she was in the beginning. Yang is no longer very headstrong. She still has that brashness to her, but she is very much more thoughtful, and she is more careful. RWBY has very much been more so the same. She's learning how to not rely so much on her weapon, because as we've seen in previous episodes, if she loses her Crescent Rose, she's basically helpless. She can't really do much. She needs her weapon, so she needs to learn how to fight without that. Ren has learned to be more open and more forthcoming. John has learned how to be more of a leader, how to get stronger. He just needs to learn his semblance. And then Nora has learned to just be supporting, I guess. Nora, we didn't get a whole lot of Nora in the beginning of the volume, so I can't really like measure change from her all that much. But I really enjoy it, and I did like Yang's talk with Ozpin, because she has every right to be angry and feel kind of betrayed. Because how Raven worded it, they had no choice, but obviously they did. They chose to get these powers from Ozpin, and Raven decided to abandon like the team and just look after herself. So I am glad that Yang made that ultimatum where if they're going to be risking their lives, they're going to keep doing this stuff, there needs to be trust. No more lies, no more half-truths. Ozpin needs to be completely honest with them, which I think is fair. They need that information. They need to be able to trust the person that they are teaching from, that they're doing this stuff for. So I think that's good. I think it's very good. I'm interested to see what happens with Salem's team going into, or I guess Cinder's team going into Raven's domain. That's going to be very interesting. We haven't seen all these characters in action in a while, so I'm intrigued and excited. And I'm going to be wondering when the whole of Team RWBY and others decide to go to Raven to try to find this maiden. Because imagine how frustrating Yang and Weiss kind of feel that they were just there and they could have gotten the maiden, but then they left because they didn't know. That sucks. That would be frustrated with that. But I'm really excited. And the whole Nora thing, just like, crow, raven, they're birds. Case solved. I'm just like, you don't say. Oh my god. Also, we got confirmation last episode from it, but also this is just double confirmation. Magic is a thing in this world. There is a full magic. I mean, we've known it as the audience, or at least we've suspected it, but we've got full confirmation that magic exists, which makes sense. I mean, this is a very fantastical world, and it's based off of the Tales of Grimm and fairy tales, stuff like that. So, I mean, it would make sense there be magic, to be perfectly honest, you know. But I liked it. We are now officially past the halfway point for this volume, I believe. There's 14 episodes. We've just passed the halfway point. We are now at the halfway point, I guess. Confusing. We're at the halfway point now. We have 7 more episodes to go, and then we are done with volume 5. So that is 7 more weeks. That is crazy. That is crazy to think that in a little over 2 months, I will be at volume 6. I will be 2 volumes away. That means in November, or like sometime in November, I will be getting towards the last leg end of the series. That is intimidating. That also means I think in about 9 months time, 9-10 months time, I'm probably going to be done with RWBY. Which is interesting. Also, I want to take this time to talk about some stuff. I saw Murder of Birds video on this, and I want to kind of speak of it my own. I want to have it be at the end here at the discussion, so that people who just want to see the reaction can watch the reaction, and the people that don't give a shit about this don't end up watching it, which is fine. It was recently announced that RWBY was going to be getting pushed back in release. Specifically, let me, if I can find the information for it. RWBY Volume 9. Here we go. So this update was around last week of August. It says, "Hello, Internet and RT community. My name is Joe Clary, co-head of animation at Rooster Teeth. I have been a producer in RWBY since season 5, and you may have seen me on an RTX panel over the years. I want to jump in and give an update on RWBY Volume 9. We have been in production, continuing to work from home for the last few months, and we'll continue to do so until the volume wraps. In order to not rush production, protect our team, and deliver an outstanding volume of RWBY, our goal is to release it in 2022. We know some of you may be disappointed, but we feel this is the right choice for RWBY, and we continue to work from home during a pandemic. We can't wait to share what we've been working on with the community, but until then, stay safe, y'all." So, the whole stir about this is that volume 9 is being pushed back. From my understanding, because I haven't been following the releases of volumes, volume review tends to come out every year, which I think is insane. From what I can see, the vast majority have been happy with this. From what I've seen and what I've heard from other birds and other people, is that people want RWBY to just take a break in general, and I'm fully on board for that. And on all honesty, I would like them to take a year off and then continue RWBY after that break, because I know that the RWBY team is probably some of the most hardworking people in all of Rooster Teeth. Like, they work almost nonstop. So I'm happy that things are getting delayed and they're getting their stuff sorted and are being safe. Hell, the top response I see here in the Twitter feed I'm looking at is from Keith, very popular fan artist in the RWBY community. He's a simp for Weiss. I've been following him for years. He says good things take time, and that's very true. In my opinion, I think this is great. Obviously, I have no stakes in this since I am catching up with everyone. But probably by the time Volume 9 gets released, I will be finally done and caught up with RWBY, and I'll be able to do live reactions. So it works out better for my personal schedule. But even if I was caught up and I was waiting for Volume 9, I think that this is much better. In all honesty, I would prefer for RWBY to do a volume release every other year. I think it would allow for better animation. It would allow for better workflow, less crunch time, and it would just be better for everyone's mental health in general. There are people that are very angry with this. It's more of a vocal minority, I guess, that are angry that it's being pushed. But in my opinion, I would just say wait to see how Volume 9 turns out, because the whole thing that people are saying is quality or quantity. Now, if Volume 9 ends up being a piece of shit in quality, like animation quality, voice acting quality, stuff like that, then be angry. Because then why was it delayed? Like, for any project, if the quality is not to snuff to the delay, I would say then be a bit miffed. But I truly believe that Volume 9 is going to be great. I have no idea what Volume 8 was. I know from what I've seen in the community, Volume 6 and Volume 7 aren't really beloved by the community. And then Volume 8 was like a back to form type of thing. From what I saw when Volume 8 was airing, because I was reacting while Volume 8 was coming out, people really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that they continue on with RWBY Volume 9 and end up making it even better and have it be like the top that it's been. Because I think for a lot of people's like top volume was like Volume 3, stuff like that. It had a lot of action in it, a lot of good story beats, a lot of great character stuff happening, and some sad stuff as well. So I just want to put my hat in a ring and say that I'm glad it's getting delayed. I'm glad that the RWBY is taking more time on this and being safe, especially with everything that's happened in the past almost 2 years now. This is completely understandable. It's completely understandable. That's mainly all I want to say on the topic. Like I said, I don't have my hat in this ring just because I'm barely on volume 5. I'm halfway through volume 5. From what I can tell, I'm probably will be reacting to volume 9 live, which is super exciting, but still. If there's anyone here that is angry with Rooster for this, shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, just shut the fuck up. You can wait like another year for this content. It's not gonna kill you, okay? For everyone that's being patient and understanding, thank you. Thank you. You guys are the real ones. But yeah, I wanted to end my video just talking about that. I feel like that's very relevant to my channel, considering the majority of my channel is RWBY now. I guess I'm now like a RWBY YouTuber. I don't know. I'm a shitty YouTuber, is what I would classify myself. But you know, but yeah. All in all, I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited to see how the rest of RWBY plays out. There are very few things that I've been spoiled on with RWBY. Some stuff is still to come that I know of, but for the most part, I'm going in blind for the rest of this. So I'm excited to be caught up and hopefully watching Volume 9 with all of you guys. Besides that, that's it. Really. If you guys want to watch the episode of RWBY without my stupid face and my dumb reaction, you guys can go down to the description down below and you can check out the link that'll take you to Rooster Teeth's website so you can watch the episode there and become a first member for Rooster Teeth. In fact, they are going to be revamping, well, not revamping, but giving more benefits to the first members in like a week's time. So yeah, I mean, even like after this goes live for YouTube, I believe it's on the 13th, they're going to be changing how release windows work. Now everything's going to be on a 24-hour window. Everything's going to be released more consistently and sooner. So that should be good. We'll see what happens with RWBY when it comes out. Because if it ends up getting released for first members 24 hours before everyone else, then that might mean that that I will have I will record my reaction on the day that RWBY comes out for first members. Then I will wait for the next day for people who have watched the public release to come out to watch it, and then I will upload it for channel members on that day, and then I'll upload it to the rest of YouTube the day after. But that's very dependent on if it comes on the Rooster's website and stuff like that. But they had said that RWBY and stuff like that is a different beast, and they would clarify more on that type of stuff later. So we'll have to see. But become a first member to Rooster Teeth. Help support them. Support RWBY and stuff like that. Support the people that are behind this show. And I understand Rooster Teeth has been up and down a lot recently. I still really enjoy Rooster Teeth. I enjoy a lot of the content that they make. I enjoy a lot of people that work for the company and that are in the company. So I still support them. All right. But yeah, besides that, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you in my community. Hit the like button if you like this video. Leave a dislike if you didn't, because I mean, there's videos I don't like, so it's fine if you didn't like this one. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. And as always, have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Goodbye.